Sorry for jiggling the camera on you. This is Paul with Paul's Mobile Homes, and I wanted to talk with you a little bit about how to go and look for a mobile home. Now, that's a pretty simple thing to do, but a couple things I'm going to point out that may help you in this, okay? And the first one is that there are many different kinds and conditions of mobile home. Most of the mobile homes on the market, if you're looking for one, have not been fixed up. More so these days than it used to be. You know, you can find them fixed up. And so I have some people that are, trying to do a similar thing to what I do, which is great, actually. But a lot of them aren't. And the way to get familiar with anything, any kind of market is, just go out and have a look for yourself. That's the real thing to do. So go out and have a look. Look on Craigslist. Look on Facebook Marketplace. Look on mhvillage.com, find mobile homes for sale, make appointments, call people, go look at those homes. That will teach you a whole lot. You'll start to see what's available on the market. There's a couple things that you could look for, and then you'd be kind of like a smarter mobile home buyer. And one of those things is look at the ceilings when you go inside. And if you see like a little brown stain here or there, those are called water stains. Now, there's only one thing that makes a water stain, and that is, you guessed it, it's water. Water is the only thing that makes a water stain. And water comes from somewhere, and so when you see a water stain, that's not a good sign. It's a sign that water came from somewhere and somehow got on that ceiling. See, now water doesn't travel up in the air all by itself, because you got gravity. So it can only travel down. So what's above the ceiling is going to be a roof. So if you got a water stain, you're going to have a leak somewhere in the roof or in that area. Oftentimes, it's the flashing around vents and things like that that are the first thing to go or that weren't properly done. Let's say if the roof is okay. So seeing a water stain doesn't mean you need a new roof necessarily, but it means there is a water problem. The thing with water and homes is, outside of animals, it's the most destructive thing on a home that I know of anyway. And so you don't want to have any kind of water leaks going on. You want to get those taken care of or looked into and taken care of. So you got roofs, you have roof leaks. A lot of mobile homes, the newer ones from the 1990s onward, people that got into this style thing of getting away from the look of a mobile home. So they prefer that A-frame roof style that is on a regular home with shingles. So a lot of them developed that look in the 1990s and forward. The only thing with that is those roofs, believe it or not, are not as strong or not as long lasting as the old style mobile home metal roofs. Those things, if you take care of them, last forever. The shingle roofs, well, you'll eventually need to replace those if the roof is getting old. Shingles have a shelf life, 20, 25 years, whatever it is. So that's something to look for is water stains in the ceiling. The other thing to check out for is soft spots in the floor. Now, a lot of people know about that, and I'll tell you just a little bit more about how to look for soft spots in the floor because it's water that makes the soft spots. What happened is in the 1990s, they started using some very cheap particle board for a period of time on the mobile home subfloors. The subfloors is the floor beneath the carpet. And, water would hit this thing and it wouldn't tolerate water well. It would start to break up. So if you have a leak underneath the home, pipes do run in underneath the home, and if you have a leak under there that you haven't seen, all of a sudden a piece of the floor starts to get soft. Or if you have a leak around the window that hasn't been handled, that kind of runs down and the way you'll find it is step near the windows. Just walking, and if the floor has a little bit of a give, you've got a soft spot there in the floor. Right next to toilets is another good place to find soft spots in the floor. Now, soft spots in the floor aren't really a big deal. I mean, to me, the big deal is the leak. Find the leak, handle the leak. Replacing those parts of the floor is pretty simple because I'm usually replacing all the flooring anyway. So whatever carpet or whatever is in the place is coming up, we're going to see all the soft spots in the floor. And from there, trace back where the water came from, then fix the floor, then put new flooring down, right? But if you're looking at mobile homes, check out, water damage is prime. I mean, After animal damage, water is the biggest damager in a mobile home. And so you want to have everything tight in terms of the roof and the plumbing, no leaks. That's important just for the home staying there and being there in good condition. I mean, other than that, you can look at the age, let's say, of the hot water heater, the age of the furnace or the heating unit, and the age of the air conditioner. Mobile home air conditioners are notorious for lasting practically forever, and I really have no idea why. But I have seen them go on for a long time. But if you get one that's like 25 years old, it's not going to last a whole lot longer, right? The heaters, what people neglect is changing the filters, and they really should change the filters. And having somebody come out and service it once a year, it will make your heater last so much longer, especially if you have pets, because you make the heater work a lot harder with pets because the pet hairs get in the filters, clog the filters. The heater is trying to draw air, and it's harder, so it's having to work harder. So changing your filters is very important. So those are some key things I can give you as a tip in terms of looking at a mobile home. So this is Paul with Paul's Mobile Homes. But the number one thing I can tell you about it is get out there and look and get familiar with the market, just like you would if you were going to look for a shirt or a car or a pair of shoes or anything you're going to buy. Get out there and get to know that thing, okay? All right. Have a great day. Bye-bye.